With the boom in popularity of the internet throughout the 90s and going into the 2000s, many entrepreneurs set themselves to the task of interconnecting the human species even more so than before by bridging the idea of social media platforms where friends and family can share pictures and videos and exchange messages. But when coming up with these innocent ideas of connecting humanity all around the globe, establishing a range of communication which was never seen by the average citizen before, did the inventors of these social media platforms ever know that the platform would become so addictive that people's lives would be dictated by the endless societal pressures that come with a world run by social media? Never before in history has your average citizen ever been able to have their voices heard, but with the creation of social media, this became possible, and as the years and technology progressed, we reached a stage where social media was accessible all day, every day on your phone. A whole new marketing tool for businesses was created, and it facilitated jobs for millions of people. There is no doubt that there are positives to social media, but the negative effects are already being seen in society today. Young people have it thrust upon them at a young age that they have to compare themselves to their peers at school and to the celebrities and influencers that are worshipped by this culture that we live in. Each person who uses social media has the freedom to post their thoughts and feelings, but there are parameters set in place by the creators of each social media platform which conforms to the agenda of said company, which is influenced by their shareholders. With the majority of influential people in the world being on social media and their livelihoods being entwined in the politics of social media. For example, with social media platforms that are owned by Meta, we know that Meta's business model is to run ads and sell your data to help better target you for ads on Facebook. For example, Facebook and most other social media platforms create echo chambers for their users by recommending content which is very similar to the previously viewed content. Our personal information is being sold to the highest bidder, all while the social media platforms we use are being designed purposefully to addict its users for as long as possible, in order to help the rich get richer and politicians to push their agendas on the general public through the ever-expanding echo chambers of the internet. There is an epidemic of anxiety and depression which has become apparent since the integration of social media platforms into people's lives. This is due to the previously mentioned social pressures that come with social media. People feel as if they must conform to the hive mind's agenda in order to not be shunned by the rest of society. The viral nature of apps like TikTok have added an even thicker layer of toxicity to the world. This is because now everyone wants their 15 minutes of fame, and can achieve this 15 minutes by creating a viral video. People do anything for views in order to become famous and achieve the life that has been glamorized to them for so many years. The suicide rates have increased tenfold, and people are becoming more and more lonely as they spend all of their time trying to achieve a false sense of happiness through their attempts to chase clout, or through their whole self-image being merged with their online accounts. The tech companies of the world know that these social media platforms are addictive and elect not to inform their users of their addictive nature. Social media addictions are not taken seriously enough. People are downloading social media at younger ages and grow into adults, consumed by chasing dopamine hits from people liking and sharing their posts. I hope that people become aware of the dangers of social media, and parents decide to restrict their young children's access to such applications in order to prevent future issues for their children. As with all things, moderation is key, and a healthy balance of different activities to stimulate your brain. So I'm going to give you all a quick brief overview of the video and the nature of social media and how it is deteriorating people's mental health. So as we discussed in the video, many aspects of it are the fact that, these social media companies do know that the fact that their social media platforms are addictive. They've become more integrated into society. So people put a lot more stock into what people think online and what people think of their online personas. And we've sort of created this environment where people genuinely feel the need to only get their happiness from people liking their posts or people sharing their posts, or how many views their videos get, rather than you know, seeking purpose through other means, you know. And as I said, moderation is key with these aspects of life, because if you become too involved in something, you become obsessed and then addicted to it. And, you know, most things are addictive. You know, if you spend enough time just doing them, like, you become addicted and obsessed with them. And these social media platforms are specifically designed that way, and they're designed for you to kind of like you know, chase that fame that is possible with it. Like, you know, like I brought up with TikTok, like they promote people to do silly dances and whatever to get popular from it, and even through pranks like that aren't even really pranks, and it works out really, really negatively, because people just stand out doing really stupid things to gain views, and it's become like that. Like, you see all this cringy stuff where people are just asking people weird questions in the street and doing weird things to people, and I'm just like, man, like, you can tell these people grow up in this time, because, you know, about, you know, X amount of years ago, you probably would have got slapped for walking up to somebody and acting the way that some of the people do now. So, you know, they're playing with fire, so who knows. But, you know, try and not fall into the trap of putting all of your self-worth into social media. Stay humble, stay happy, stay brilliant. I love you all. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. Peace out, baby.
Nope, 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 quad.